In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa. Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines.
You are hooked up already. This is Between the Line, 10th day of November 2025. I'm here in the studio. Joining me also from London, UK, is our man, Dr. Olufemi. Dr. Femi, I hope you can see me and hear me.
Yes, I can see you, I can hear you, but I'm just parked.
Yes.
Okay. I'm also looking at this program tonight. I'm just
okay. It's okay. It's dark where you are, but it's all good. Your presence is what matters. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, viewers, you're welcome. My name is Mark Godwin Iwejua, and I'm here in the Milan studio with Olufemi Oba from London, UK, and this is Between the Lines. What we do on this program is to bring the little news that made the round during the weekend, news that was flying, and bring it out to make sense out of it and keep you up to date. So this is what we do Between the Lines. Dr. Femi, we're still not settled yet with they are killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. We're not going to allow that happen. This was Trump's word on his presidential flight F1 last 2 weeks. So we're still on it. Too many comments flying. People are taking it out of context. People are saying things. We saw some Northerners burning the American flag. We've seen our politicians say things that makes them look very, very ignorant of how things run. We've also seen some young people protest and say America is coming to fight war with Nigeria. Now it's all taken out of context. First of all, a lot of things are not what the statements is not what people are reacting to. They are all just reacting to something different. America has not declared war with Nigeria. There's no need for that. America has only said they are coming to help in our exaggerated, extreme activities of some people. And also, Dr. Femi, we've seen situations where federal government also trying to do some pushback, trying to make it look like no, there's nothing like that. Dr. Femi, I don't know. This whole thing is not going how it should go. We should be able to really appreciate that America wants to help us fight something that we cannot fight. I think we've lost Dr. Femi there. But yeah, so let's listen to Trump on the F1 flight when he made that comment. Then we'll come back to it.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition. When the Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. What horrible numbers. Something has to be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and to report back to me. And I mean, like, immediately. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. It's not only Nigeria, it's all over. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. This is not going to happen. The killing of Christians is not going to happen. We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our charity.
Okay. Dr. Fleming, I can't see you there anymore. Anyway, Dr. Femi, I want us to be very objective on this topic. We've been talking on it for a week now or two. It is not what people say. It has not been taken out of context. People are just insinuating all kinds of things. America is coming to fight war with Nigeria. America is coming to take Nigerian mineral, oil, Dr. Femi, I want you to be objective. Let's not, no bias, no sentiment, no need for partisan reasoning. Let's talk about this. So what do you say about Trump and the plan to come help us? Help us. The word help should be there. Come help us with this extremism, this face of evil that has been buried in itself in the north of Nigeria and the Middle Belt. Tell me, Dr. Femi.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark. It's important that we try and set out facts from sentiment, and apart from fact, sentiment, reality, and then the help that is required. Now, I'll take it one after the other. There's help that's required. But I don't like the word, some of the choice of words. Yes, I am a Christian. I am a Christian. I'm an ordained minister and Redeemed Christian Church of God. And the fact that Christians are being stereotyped and typed as being used as a cannon fodder in this one is not acceptable. The fact that Nigerians are killed is what is my concern. Every life matters in Nigeria. Either Muslims, Christians, non-believers, they are Nigerians. They are first Nigerians before they become believers. So any Nigerian that is killed, their life is sacred. Americans will not look at, oh, I'm going to go and save an American, whether it's black, white, Hispanic, or nothing. That is important. One of the things we have to notice in there is that the area that is being targeted by the Islamists, I must confirm that these are Islamists. So the people who are behind this are Islamists. And the fact that they are doing this is very, very important. Right?
The fact that they're doing this.
So the fact that they're doing this is the fact that doing this from Nigerian from anywhere in the world is very important to state. that they are
Yes.
Islamists. But they are Islamists. They are killing anybody. They don't wait for, are you Christians, Muslim before they kill. They're killing anyone they find in their track. So initially, let us state this. Initially, their focus was Christians. In order to alarm, to start it into an Islamist and Muslim issue. But when they realized that it wasn't working in Nigeria, they started killing anybody in their wake. That was at the beginning of the Boko Haram sect and their killings. Now, when it went further, and they realized that it wasn't changing the narrative in Nigeria, they were killing everyone. So it's either they are Muslim or killing. But recently, the focus of the area they were attacking were basically the Christian areas in the Benue, in the Plateau. They were Christian areas.
Yes.
You cannot tell me there are more Christians in Maiduguri, Borno, Katsina, Kebbi. There are more Christians than Muslims there. There was a time they were killing everybody there in their wake. So they killed a lot of Nigerians who are not Christians, who are not Muslims. So this idea of putting religion as a canon folder is what I am not happy with.
Yes, now, very good. I like the fact that you, I like the fact that you stated that. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is one side of it. The second side, sorry. So the second side of it is this. The second side of it is the rhetoric, the words of Donald Trump, and then the American antecedent in the so-called help for nations. Now, if Donald Trump wanted to help Nigeria, now the word help, now I'm using the word help, want to help Nigeria, he will not be telling you, I'm going to invade your country. You don't invade a sovereign nation. We are not Venezuela, we are not Panama. Please, for goodness sake, we are not Panama. And when we start using the word invade, that's why Nigerians are very cautious. In as much as we want help, in as much as we need help, in as much as we need support, in as we need assistance, we need to look at the antecedent of the person that wants to help us. I remember in 2014, President Jonathan asked for help from America to buy weapons to curb this same Boko Haram. They were killing Nigerians, killing Christians, burning churches, and America, United States of America refused to sell ammunition to Nigeria. In 2015, this same Donald Trump refused to sell ammunition to Muhammadu Buhari to curb the killing. All of a sudden, he wants to help us. But he's not helping the government. He's telling he wants to invade. That is where we should be cautious of. They want to invade. The last time they invaded Libya, look, 14, 15 years later, Libya is in ruins. They had the government, they said they want to help, and they went to invade Libya. They killed off the leaders. The people that were on social media calling for the help, they've been beheaded by ISWAP. They've all been killed off. All the youth most of them have been killed off. They were slaughtered by ISWAP. When America did what they wanted to do, they left them to the whips and creases of this Islamist. So let us be careful what we ask for, so that we will not cut our nose to spite our face. That is my challenge. We need help, but we need help to help Nigerian army. No, we don't need invasion of America. America, you shut up and get out of our business. If that's the word, if that's how you want to go about it.
But you seem to have some, beautiful. You put it well, but you need to also understand some treaties and agreements that have been signed after the Second World War. When there are exaggerations in countries, genocide, all of those kind of situations, America has the rights. It's there in the UN treaty. I don't know, you've not seen that. They have the right to go in and intervene. So it is
genocide in Nigeria. There is no
No,
genocide.
this is partially a genocide, because if you're wiping, you said it is not only Christians. I agree, but if you're wiping a group of people that are vulnerable, no gun, they are not armed, they are not they didn't do anything to be killed, wiped away like that. That's genocide. I mean, we saw it in Bosnia. We saw it in
Mark. I disagree with you. That is not genocide. I'll tell you why it's not genocide.
Mass killing of people.
I'll tell you why it's not genocide. This same set of people went into the Muslim areas and killed off many Nigerians. But when they went to the areas where there are predominantly Christians, definitely they will kill Christians.
Yes. No, it's not. No, listen, you're missing it. I'm not talking of the kind of people they are killing, be it Christian or Muslim. We're now using the word genocide. Now, from every, I mean, you should know this. Genocide is that deliberate destruction of a people. Genocide could be destruction of an ethnic group. It could be a religious group. Any group of people. It's not really that it has to be a Christian or Muslim. They are killing people in the north of Nigeria. They are killing people in the middle belt of Nigeria, and that could be termed as genocide. So, as a senior country, a superpower, America has a right. You said this earlier. They have the right to come in and intervene. Now we are mixing up things. When we say they went to Libya and scattered Libya, and we call some countries, we are mixing up facts. It's not in this essence. Yes, exaggerations could be done, but America has gone into so many countries and really salvage situation. In our case, it's needed. Believe me, it's needed, because when these issues were being addressed a long time ago, nobody came to the rescue of these poor people. We have videos, like you will say, we have content of Nigerians being slaughtered like goats, like cow, just because they are not Boko Haram, just because they are the different kind of people. Not only Muslim, Christians, everybody, Muslims. So America coming in is not in that aspect. You are looking at it from a different angle altogether. It is. I tell you, from my intelligence, I'm discussing with some media houses. I'm looking into things. It is not the way people are saying it at all in Nigeria, even the politicians. And mind you, listen to this. If America wants to do something, they do it. You like it or not, they will do it. Also, when they want to do something, sometimes they probably have arranged themselves even before they announce. I mean, you know what happened in 2019, 2017, when they came to rescue an American that was held hostage. They didn't even talk that one. They didn't even say anything.
An American, Mark. They came to rescue an American. You remember, you were talking about 2017.
Then number two, I'm not finished. I'm still saying something. Let me help you again. Number two, the other thing is, it's not a war. Nobody is going to war. America is not coming to fight war with Nigeria. There's no reason for war. It's intervention. Now, take note of this. We are in a new time when technology is the game plan. It is not, I heard some politicians saying, let them come, we'll finish them in numbers. America is not coming in that form. They are not coming with battalion and helmet and soldiers on the road running in the bush. No. Sambisa already is being checked now. Believe what I've told you. Sambisa has chips all around it. All they will do is propel their drone and begin to comb around Sambisa forest and all those forests where these people hide out. So it is, nobody is coming to carry gun and begin to fight, pursue soldiers and run. That era has passed. So our politicians, many Nigerians, we are all making a fool of ourselves, shouting and saying things that makes us look like we don't know what time we are. The time of that kind of warfare has passed long ago. It's a different kind of warfare now. You know, you're in Europe. You should know better too, Dr. Femi. Go ahead. Tell me.
Now you
Just
are
there.
you are listen, Mark.
Mhm.
With
Right, yeah. Say anything. Go ahead, feel free. Yeah.
Into this. You have watched too much. You have watched too much combat movies. You have watched too much combat movies, and reality is very far away from what we're talking about here. Now, can I bring you back to something? You
Okay.
look at it from the beautiful side of it.
Mhm.
In warfare like that, there are wrong bombings, there are wrong targeting, and there are wrong victims as well in cases like this. Because one, we are looking at bombing from the sky or from targeted area.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, and even the record has shown that in doing this, they go and bomb innocent villages. They go and bomb cities. Instead of dropping it in Kigawe village, they go and drop it in Kaduna town. Before you know it, escalation. Now, I need you to understand something. There's a difference. Hold on. There's a difference. Listen, there's a difference between supporting the military in coping and dealing with insurgency than taking over responsibility and say, we're going to go and do it. Listen, America has a record of doing something and failing. Americans had a lot of records in doing it. They said, oh, we go to Vietnam, we go and finish them up. They left Vietnam with their tails within their legs. The problem is this. In the same vein, we Nigerians are requested assistance from America to help insurgency. America has refused. Now you are coming with your own might, you want to come and do it. Let me explain something that a lot of Nigerians refuse to understand. And Professor Bolaji Akemi said it. He said it has been a record that most of these villages who are locals said they've seen white men flying helicopters to go and drop ammunition, food, and collect money from the villages, from insurgents and from bandits.
Yeah, but that won't be America. You know, there are
who
many
said that
war
won't be America?
criminals.
Who said?
Around.
Please, Mark, stop talking like this. Who started Al Qaeda? America funded Al Qaeda. America, record shows that America started Al Qaeda. It only backfired. America started Al Qaeda to curb the Russian expansion. It backfired, and that was how Osama bin Laden was created.
I like the word
That's how
backfire.
Osama bin Laden was created. Osama bin Laden and ISWAP was created when they created the danger and they couldn't control it. Let me explain what a lot of Nigerians don't understand. Because you don't like this, because they said this, because we don't do this, we want to go and invite a demon into our home. Let me explain something a lot of people did not understand, the precedent to this. America, Donald Trump had a meeting with the Chinese president over the economic influence of China and also the tariff. Listen to this carefully. A lot of Nigerians fail to understand this. When he came out of that meeting, instead of addressing the issue of the tariff between China and America, he started talking about Nigeria. I want to ask you, Mark, who is the greatest which country has the highest investment in Nigeria today? China.
Yes.
Cold War is start. This is a glaring image of Cold War, and that was what actually happened in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso's influence, the American influence, is curbed in Burkina Faso today because of Russia. Russia stopped their influence. This is an attempt to get into the mining area of Nigeria through proxy. Listen, if you want to help if you want to help Nigeria, listen, what I will expect for America is, want to help Nigeria, get into diplomatic issues with this and say, you know what, we know we learned there's a diplomatic genocide in Nigeria. We are requesting for diplomatic discussion with America, or within 90 days we'll do this. No, you didn't do that. You were telling us you are coming to come and invade. You are coming to invade a sovereign nation based on your own intelligence report.
Now this sovereign nation, this terminology, sovereign nation, is being played out. Now the same we that say sovereign, we allow France to have so much power and so much dominance in our country. We allow China, and when it's another people we probably don't agree with, we say sovereign.
Because listen, no. We have diplomatic.
Our president goes to France. Our president goes to France at random, and we don't say sovereign. He puts our business in France. He lays it out there. Nobody says sovereign.
France
is a sovereign nation.
No, France does not threaten us. France does not threaten us with bombs. France do not threaten us with bombs. Okay. Listen, what we're talking about is invasion. When there is invasion, listen, when there is invasion, you know how to start, but you don't know how it's going to finish. That's the problem. A lot of people don't understand. When you are saying remove Gaddafi,
let me end with this. When the time comes, America has not said they are coming now. It's not like tomorrow or something. When is that time to come? Believe me, there will be mutual arrangements. I know that for sure. Trump he likes to talk. He has that bravo kind of statement where he wants to be a little bit pompous, speak very proud. But it's not going to be so, because there is also a war power resolution the American president has that holds him accountable for any kind of invasion like that. So as much as they have that power, they still have to go on the line. So that's why I said we are missing it. Our politicians are missing it. The presidency is missing it. We are taking time to defend this issue instead of going now to begin to clean and walk over the issue. Thank God for what the Olu Ibadan of Ibadan said this morning. Did you hear what the Olu of Ibadan said? He said that Nigeria is taking time to defend this issue instead of taking the time to really begin to look into the matter. We're sending our foreign affairs minister to Germany. We're sending the other man to China to meet Chinese ambassador. We're trying to make ourselves look good, but there's an issue. Our people are being killed. Thousands are being killed. Videos of gruesome killing. George, you're welcome to Between the Lines. Yes, it's good to see you.
Sorry.
So me and Dr. Olufemi have been hitting ourselves here. It's been like
I've been listening to you guys. I've been listening to you guys, and it's very unfortunate that Olufemi is, jumping and absorbing, the narratives in Nigeria as if Trump is threatening Nigeria. Trump never threatened Nigeria. Trump never threatened Nigeria. He said, "Stop the insurgency, stop the killing, or I will go and destroy them." So, politicians are coming up with all these narratives that it wasn't even in existence to begin with. Go and read what Trump said. Go and listen to him again. He never threatened Nigeria. He never threatened the government. He said, "Stop the killing of Christians, or I will come and stop it for you." The direct threat was against the insurgency, against the Islamic insurgency. That's it. So, all of a sudden, every pastor wants to add their own 2 cents to the narratives. The politicians are adding their own 2 cents to the narratives. But when were you,
George,
all of
they
them?
are adding 2 cents
all of them?
Yes,
Now, where were all of them
to the narrative and making themselves look
buried?
foolish.
Yes, they are. They are. This is the truth, because you see them, they're shifting the blame, they're shifting the whole entire thing. Talking about sovereignty. What do you mean sovereignty? Sovereignty, if you are a sovereign country, yes, you are. But did he ever say that I'm going to come on the, sack Tinubu and put another president there? Did he ever say anything that I'm going to stop the Senate and the House of Representatives and replace them with any other? Did he ever say that? Why are we doing this? The government have been unable to do anything against this insurgency. Whether it's Muslims or Christians or whoever, it is not supposed to be happening in our country. Can we get the facts straight? If we cannot do it, allow some other nation to come and help us out. Trump never said, I'm going to come over there and then do it without any permission or without anything. Did he ever say that? I mean, come on now. You know, so
what I said earlier is I have now realized that our politicians are not well informed. They are not following latest trend, war trend, and all of this technology. You know, they are saying it as if some bunch of marine guys will jump in from the sky and be shooting and be chasing us and be throwing bombs. They don't understand that now it's a different kind of warfare. You don't do those things. That's played out.
But the fact is, the fact is this. And listen to this. And you know, I used to do predictions a lot, and most of the time we ignore it, and it will come to pass. If Trump ever said, "I'm coming to do this at a particular date," do you know what will happen? You know, all these Islamic terrorists, they will all go back and mingle with the communities. You will not see them anywhere. And as a matter of fact, it is some of the, you know, the senators and the House of Representatives or their oligarchy will tell them, come back, and they will disappear. The only way to do this is quietly with the government, allow that help to come, and then they will be wiped completely overnight. But I can guarantee you, look at what is going on in the north. They're sitting down with them. They, you know, what do you see? The people that are ID camp, they are still there. They have not even gone anywhere. None of them have come back to ancestral land.
Dr. Femi, what will you say about the ID camps? I mean, look at that, Femi. In your own father's land, you're in a camp.
In a camp.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's finish
this. I've said I have not listened. I have not, because the thing is, the problem with us Nigerians, especially those of us in diaspora, is that we assume that everything being equal, America will drop bombs from everywhere and everything will be resolved. There is when we're talking about war and warfare, there is a difference between taking people out and then resettling people into that. That has to be in synergy with the government and even from the local level. You talk about IDP camp now. Will America, after bombing, then go and use a basket to take people IDP camp and put them on the land? It has to be in conjunction with government of the day. That's what we are talking about. Nobody is saying that America should not help. Listen, what we're saying
what is the conversation?
Sorry?
What is the conversation? Because what I'm hearing, if you go to the news right now, this pastor will come and no. Listen to this. Listen, Trump made a statement, okay? Because he did not just come out of nowhere, with no knowledge or no intelligence or no report to him. And it was Nigerians who were going through this, who went out and began to ask for help. They did. They put together the data, the statistics about what has been going on. That's one of the things we refuse to listen to. This thing has been going on for months. And finally it came to his desk. And he came out and made comments. Think about it. How many years now are we suffering with Boko Haram? The people who said Boko Haram are mixing.
Now you are mixing. You are sorry?
No, what I'm saying to you is how many years? We know how we all started.
You are mixing issues together. Now, this is one of the things I will not listen. I will have to clarify this. You are mixing issues together.
Okay.
The people that package, listen, the report, the so-called report that went to the Congress is full of rubbish. I will use the word rubbish. I'll tell you why. They've matched so many issues in Nigeria, which has to do with insecurity together, and they've put a little bit of loss of politics, tribalism into it on the basis of genocide. Now, you have been saying this. Look at what's happening in the north. Yeah, what is happening in the north. The report you are talking about, I've read the report. That report was actually written by an organization that has an headquarters in Anambra State. Listen carefully. And they've also put it as part of the genocide for Christians was the focus of what is happening in the southeast. that the federal government is involved in killing Christians in the southeast because they have a track.
This is
Listen,
Nnamdi
listen,
narrative.
can I finish? I allow you to finish.
Let him finish.
Yeah,
Let him finish.
I allow you to finish. That has a track record in that the people can be traced to Judaism. We are talking about two different things here. We are talking about you, George. We are talking about Nigeria as a passionate perspective that we need insecurity to be dealt with in Nigeria. Some people are putting the coloration of politics and self-determination into this. So when you think you are looking at something differently, at the same thing, they are looking at something differently. They are looking at it that it's a state-sponsored killing. They are not looking at, oh, we need to take out terrorists. They are looking at it as a state-sponsored terrorists against Christians. That is what the report is saying. That is what we are talking about. It is a state, they say it's a state-sponsored terrorism against Christians, which is not. That's what my stand.
Can I ask a question? You know, with the report that was given, the report was was given. Okay, the person who started all of these things lives somewhere in Alabama. He's not even in Nigeria. The person who did all of this is he came out and he, told us the series of events, how it led to where it came to, how he was able to get to the people in Texas, to Senator Cruz and all the rest of them. No, this is exactly the truth. Okay, because if you want to follow the trail. Now, what you are just saying right now is what Nnamdi Kanu was just writing to the president of the United States of America. You know, originally there was nothing like the Southeast in the whole equation whatsoever. We are reading, read, we follow about everything. Nnamdi Kanu recently was writing to the president and was talking about IPOB and himself and all that. The original report had nothing to do with Southeast. It had something to do with Middle
Dr. Femi, we really, you see that this whole issue has added so much confusion to people. This is what torture is true. The Nnamdi Kanu story is a second thing. It came later.
This has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu.
It has nothing to do with
Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not mentioned Nnamdi Kanu in this matter.
That's where the narrative came from. Southeast was never involved in the whole thing. Southeast was nothing. All we were talking about, go and read again, because people will always, let me tell you something. You know why they're changing the whole narratives right now? You remember in France, somebody drew a cartoon of Muhammad. In France, in Paris, a guy, a white guy, drew a cartoon of what's his name, Muhammad.
Muhammad,
started killing Igbos. Were you aware of that? They started massacring Igbos. What did Igbos have to do with it? You see exactly what they do, and they have coined it every time anything is happening. They're going to shift that, narrative to the Southeast to find a way to blame them. Let me tell you, we have been following the trails. We've been following the trail of this news, and I studied every single one of them. Southeast had nothing to do with it.
Sir George, I'll ask you a simple question.
Go ahead.
Have you seen the report? Did you read the report?
I read it.
Tonight, I will send you a copy of the report. The report that went to Cruz is different from Christians in Benue giving their life experience in that. There are two different things, and we are merging this together. The report that Ted Cruz and others are dealing with at the Congress was written by an organization based in the Southeast. The young man that you see that in Alabama did not come to Nigeria to write the report himself. Hold on. The man
I have the report. No, Femi, you believe me, this has gone off.
I know.
Listen, we have, this is not about politics. This is not about politics. It's about Nigeria as a nation. We need help.
Yeah,
we need help because we have this security problem. That's the most important thing. Good Lord Jonathan went on diplomatic plead to America in 2014, when Boko Haram was just at the beginning. We need help. America refused to help. America refused to sell weapons to Nigeria. In 2015,
Now,
towards the end
there
of
is a
2015,
clause. There is a clause
hold
to
on.
that.
Under Buhari, this Donald Trump refused to sell ammunition to Nigeria, weapons to Nigeria to fight Boko Haram. In 2020, Amnesty International wrote a massive report against the leadership of the Nigerian army because they said they were killing Boko Haram, extrajudicial killing of Boko Haram. That the way they were killing Boko Haram is inhumane. And they wrote a massive report and they indicted the leadership of Nigerian army because of the way they were attacking. At the peak of that, Boko Haram was almost extinct in Nigeria because they were doing what Nigerians were doing. If you catch them, kill them off. And then the army had to stop.
Let me help you.
Amnesty International. These are the same people calling now that, oh, we want to help. They are the ones that stopped us from killing Boko Haram.
Femi, listen. George, let me say this before we continue. Femi, there are clauses to that Jonathan's tenure that they didn't sell weapon. That time we followed the story. There are 3 reasons. Number 1, people say things. They don't know that there are policies, there are arrangements in this world. Number 1 reason is a country cannot have a partner, another country selling them weapon, and a third party now comes in. At that time of Boko Haram, we had an agreement with a different country. I think it was yes. So America cannot come in and just sell us weapon. That is not done. This is not backyard weapon deal. It's Russia that does most of those cartel kind of weapon selling. So number 1. Number 2, listen. Number 2, America studies your naval, your air force and naval personnel, how good they are when these weapons are handed over to them. Nigeria aircraft personnel are they've not been trained for that particular weapon that Jonathan wanted to buy. This is what we got that time. So when people say this thing, they say, I will be laughing because sometimes you can't even explain to people because they're not even ready to listen. So there are 3 clauses why they did that. They didn't do that because they are sponsoring, they want Boko Haram to be moving, they're sponsoring. No, we don't say like that. There were reasons, and America follow laws and weapon sales. All of these reasons. It's Russia that doesn't follow any of this, or China. America.
Now we have done all those ones. Now that's why they want to come. All those ones, all those clauses that you have in there have been removed now. That's why they want to come.
No, the coming now. No, I told you, the coming now also has to do with George. It has to do with what America is entitled to. It's a. You don't know about the UN treaty that America can come in.
Are they not entitled to help us to kill Boko Haram then? Under Jonathan. Can they not help us to stop
Number one, you have to understand the politics. When Boko Haram was started, why was it started? Boko Haram was started in order to stifle Jonathan's government. I was in government for 2 years. I was in Nigeria.
That is not true.
Do you remember this phrase? Now you only waka come. Nobody understood why
that woman was saying. That is not true.
It is true. It is true.
Not
true. Up until tomorrow, go and read the intelligence of Nigeria, the report of the Boko Haram, when it started and how it started and who started it. Let me tell you, that was the reason. They wanted to stifle Jonathan's government. Any help? Listen to this. No, it's not. It is not. It's not. We are forgetting so fast. We are forgetting so fast what actually took place. Okay? Now, listen to this. There are still forces in the north that would not want Trump to come and help. Why is that? Because they consider these people their children. That's why they can sit down and negotiate with them. That's why they can bring thousands of them out and put them into the military up until tomorrow, calling them repentant.
No, there is nobody from the Boko Haram that was recruited in the army Stop this. You are on national radio. There's nobody. You have no evidence to prove that. You have no evidence to prove that.
Oh my goodness! Listen to me. Okay,
listen,
how many
senior
of them?
officers.
One second. How many of them captured are still in prison? How many?
How many of what?
How many of them captured?
Thousands. Thousands. Thousands.
Thousands.
Thousands.
The ones they let out through the back door.
Listen, I have a report. I have a report by Amnesty International that Nigerian army had killed over 10,000 Boko Haram members without trial. I have a report by Amnesty International that that Nigerian army is killing Boko Haram members without trial, and that was one of the reasons why they were indicted. And you are sitting down here, you say they were window the army. This is the narrative that is wrong. That is putting our army, that putting our Nigerian army, that disrespecting our Nigerian army. Stop this. That disrespecting our Nigerian army. No Boko Haram member.
Most of them are Fulanis, and they consider these people their brothers. Let me tell you something. This is exactly what we have been. We've seen it. We were in. I was in Nigeria when most of these things were happening. So we know. So don't do that. So
George,
number one is what they want the public to see. No, number one is what they want the public to see, and number two is exactly what is taking place inside.
George.
All right.
This is
the
narrative that is Mark. This is a narrative that I don't want us to begin to put here. We are on national television. You have no evidence to say that Nigerian army recruited Boko Haram repentant. That is one. Secondly, when they put out advert to go into Nigerian army, hold on. I have the record of it. Go and look at the record. If there are 10,000 people that applied in the north, only 5 or 2,000 will apply in the southwest or southeast. Reason is that we in the southwest, in the south of Nigeria, feel that people that normally go to the military are people that don't have future. Is that not what it was in the past? That the likes of Obasanjo and Co. are the wasted generation that went to the army. That was the narrative before. So please don't let us begin to put narrative please.
It's just almost like discussing with you about the the political system in Nigeria and the election.
It is not politics.
No, hold on.
It is not election. This is not election.
No, I'm talking. It's just akin to it, because when we come out and we say, "Oh, this is what was written," "Oh, this is exactly what was published," they publish what they want you to see. You don't know what happened in the middle of the night. Yes, you don't. You cannot.
Do you have evidence for it? Do you have evidence for what happened in the night?
I have. I was involved. So don't tell me. I was there. I was involved personally.
You recruit. You have them to recruit Boko Haram.
All right, gentlemen. Well, let's take a break.
Oh, George. Sir George, I like you tonight. Yeah.
Oh my man.
All right, gentlemen. Let's before we close, because we've used almost more than half of the minute to talk on this, but it's something to really dive in, and we'll continue. But let's talk about the Anambra election and some other things. George, did you follow the Anambra election? There was so much irregularities. We heard money was being shared. Let's see some of these clips, then we'll come talk about it.
Who is in charge here? Okay, I want to climb up. Yeah. Stop everything now. Wait. Stop everything. Hey, Biko, Tonu. Do you have your result sheet? Why? So they are writing the result somewhere and we are voting here. No, that is not proper. Why are the result sheets not here? What is the polling unit here? What is the 013? People are voting, and the result sheet is somewhere else, and they are completing the result sheets there and computing the results. This is Ihiala. Amamu.
Okay, gentlemen, do we all? I don't know how much you monitored the election, but there were some comments from different corners. There's a young man called Sam Itodo, the Yaga Africa. Sam Itodo says that the election was manipulated. There were warnings of the elite manipulating people and the voters' empathy they saw. Also, we also heard EFCC says they arrested so many vote buyers, and I mean a lot of issues. So that means we still haven't gotten it.
It's actually the culture of our people. There is no way. The INEC chairman might have good intentions. This is something that we know. And then even the INEC themselves might have good intentions. But also we have to understand that many times it's not the will of the INEC chairman that there will be election malpractices. But it does happen. It does happen. So, money will always change hands, whether it's happen openly or not openly. This is one thing that we know. I have been in Nigeria. When I was there, I was in a lot of polling units. I monitored a lot of things. I was monitoring so many things that were happening from the eyes of North America. And believe me, it was not a pleasant experience at all.
It was not a pleasant experience.
It was not a pleasant experience. So some of these things. Go ahead.
So, Dr. Femi, do we now conclude that APGA winning this election wasn't very transparent? I mean, with all these complaints from different corners.
There is no perfect election anywhere. There is no perfect election anywhere. We have to understand that. Even in America, Donald Trump was sharing boxes of goodies. Donald Trump did that.
But not on election day.
I want us to look at in this year is that we may not get it right, but we are not where we want to be, but we are not where we used to be. We have to understand that. That's one of the takes I want to take out from there. The Yaga Africa or whatever. Yes, Yaga Africa, but I said that. But one thing I don't like about us in Nigeria is that we don't look at positive of what we have done. When we look at just oppose it with the negative, we always talk about the negative. One thing is this: one, positive I'll take from this is this: one, no violence. There was no violence. The last election in Anambra State, people were killed, policemen were killed in Anambra State. There was no violence, no blood was shed. So that is one thing I would take from there. Secondly, it is a case of, it's a traditional thing in Nigeria. It will take time to get out of it. Like George said, money is shared openly, and the money that is shared openly is nothing compared to money that is shared in the dark. So that's the reality on the ground. The money that is shared in the background is in the open is compared nothing. How about they're giving 1,000 naira, 500 naira?
Peanuts.
Some people are exchanging hundreds of millions on the background, and we're talking about people giving 50 naira, 200 naira. That is not the election buying. The voters buying is the one that we don't see in the open. Because what happened is this: for the INEC officials on the background, on the ground, to be compromised, something had happened that's not in the open. Okay. For the INEC officials that will take the video showed that there was no result sheet and whatever. For that to happen, money has exchanged hands somewhere. The only thing we are showing that people are being given 500 naira, 200 naira. That is not the vote buying. The vote buying is the one that actually happened in the dark. And
all right, thank you very much.
Femi, I love you. You see, he already talked about the dark right now. Thank you so very much. Let me tell you, I agree with Femi now. Okay.
All right, gentlemen. Let's quickly go on some few ones. Kaduna State, not Nigeria, has signed a food security plan, about $450 million. China will boost the food security in Kaduna State. They say that China is coming to invest in poultry, provide jobs, and accelerate the industrial growth. So if we can do it, do we say yes, foreign bodies can come and do it, like in the case of food now? And if we can do it also in security, America can come and do it for us. What do you guys say? China coming to help Kaduna State with their food.
Well, go ahead, Dr. Femi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, China is coming to help Kaduna State because the Kaduna State government has provided the enabling environment for it, and they've seen the thing is this. One of the things that I always tell Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians, is that we have something going for us, and that's the population. And that population now is something that a lot of people are keen into. And the thing is, for example, if you have a business that Nigerians are into, 1 million Nigerians are into, and they are spending 10 naira every day or every month, you are having 10 million naira every day. And look at that, that's 300 million naira every month. So the thing is, and imagine you are not touching anything out of 200 million, just 1 million. So the thing is the Chinese will have seen that and see that opportunity. Kaduna is at peace now. The Zango Qatar crisis with the Fulanis already is over because you have a governor that is proactive in there. Unlike that the El Rufai, you have a governor now that is merging that together, and then there's an enabling environment. China wants to invest in that. That's one of the things in there. If there is peace, Nigeria will develop. If there is peace, the enabling environment, investors will come, and that's one of the things they would have seen in Kaduna.
Yeah, that's a very good one. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. One of it's a welcomed idea. But also you can also understand the reason why many Nigerians are a little bit they're a little bit there's a little pushback to that type of because one of the major problems is this GMO that they're talking about. China is, and it's when it comes to GMOs, China is one good expert in that. They know how to do these things. Nigeria, there was a lot of narratives about this particular issue in Nigeria, whereby they're pushing against Chinese people or some of these other, even with not Elon Musk, but was Microsoft leader who is coming to help. And part of the reason why that is so is if our country is good and there is security in our country, we can produce our own organic food that would actually help us to live longer, live a healthier, life. But right now, what you are seeing, I'm in Canada, and a lot of products we buy from the grocery stores are GMOs. And some of them recently, I went and bought some plantain from a Chinese store. And when I came back, it was so beautiful and yellow. Overnight, it turned brown. And when I wanted to, it did. I wanted to, see what was going on. It was slimy. I started washing it. I had to wash it so many times before I can even cut it. So that means that there are so many things that they are using that we don't even know what is causing in our bodies. So my preference would be for us to increase and help to create a very good environment for farmers to farm in our country so that we can feed on this quality organic food that goes through the life cycle. Many vegetables that is being imported from China never touches the ground. They are produced in water. Yeah. So these are some of the things. Yeah, it's a welcomed idea. They rather eat something than be hungry, but I will prefer that we increase in our security. Allow the middle belt people, all these people in the ID camps are farmers. Let them build the houses, take them back so that they can continue producing, good food for our country. Because we already sacked all of them and taking them in ID camps, and they're not doing anything. These are farmers that has been displaced, and we're still fighting whether to come and help us.
The way China is coming for this Kaduna food security thing, America can come and help us with our security in the north. If Femi will react now.
No. He agrees that we need help, bro. But it's
All right,
hard.
I
gentlemen,
agree that we need.
let's crop it up. Let's crop it up with this story because it concerns us as a media house. Today there was a big boom in BBC. BBC is the British Broadcasting Corporation, and the chief of BBC resigned yesterday. This morning, she had to also make some comments. She hit back at Donald Trump because the whole thing started with a clip. There was a clip they did, and they doctored that clip and brought speech of Donald Trump in 2021 into that clip of today. Now, that made it look like Trump was inciting violence and some words again, and it went out. So Trump also saw that and said they are corrupt journalists. It used to be CNN, now it's BBC. So who do we trust? Femi, who do we trust for information if they could be doctoring, touching clips and stories and changing it to suit their own purpose?
For one, it shows that they have their own version of NTA in London.
That's your place. That's
So,
why we're coming.
Donald Trump is shaking table everywhere. This issue of the BBC has been in the forefront for a couple of days. So I wasn't surprised when the BBC chairman resigned, because it's been in the forefront for, even when it went to the parliament was discussed at the parliament on Friday. So it was raised at the parliament on Friday. Kemi Badenoch would not let it go. So she kept on hammering on it throughout last week. So I know that the days of the chairman was numbered. That is one. Secondly, the fact that they've apologized this evening is in the news. They've apologized, but whether they paid compensation, I don't know. But they said they have to pull out the what was panorama, panorama thing. They have to pull down the broadcast and apologize, but pay compensation. I don't know whether they paid compensation or not. So that is the situation of things. It shows that we are still human. Vulnerability, even in the Western media, that we think they are above board. There are some vested interest in some of this.
Thank you very much, Dr. Femi. So, George, her name is Deborah Tornes, and she quit yesterday over that issue of doctored clip. We know that this could happen. People do this, as our man just said now. So, George, what do you add to this?
It's something that is very common. It happens all the time. That's the reason why a lot of pastors and a lot of people, when they go, to get interviews, and especially if it's something that will be edited and then put out there, they usually use their own camera individual that who will video the entire thing, so that if they doctor it and change it, or edit it in a way that looks bad, then the person can come and combat with that particular narrative and say this is the real one. So it happens all the time. And most of the news places, news houses, they do that a lot because they want to put it out in such a way that it will be so attractive, and it will draw attention, a lot of audience. So it happens all the time. So I wasn't even surprised when this happened, actually. So so that's what it is.
All right, gentlemen, beautiful. The discussion on our security and the gruesome killing in North continues. But on Wednesday, we'll be having a special guest here, one-time Minister of Sports, Youth Sports and Culture, His Excellency Solomon DeLong. So viewers, we want to stay tuned for that broadcast. George and Dr. Olufemi, thank you for coming by. Any last word like we normally do? Dr. Femi, do you have any word for today?
You know that no matter what the circumstance is, every Nigerian life matters. And Muslim, Christian, non-believers, every Nigerian life matters. Nigeria should do all it takes, even if you need help, foreign help, international help, should not be sacrificed on the altar of politics or the altar of any other thing, but the life
salvaging humanity. Thank you. Beautiful. Georgie.
Well, like I always say, I continue to bless Nigeria and bless the government of Nigeria, from Aso Rock all the way to the villages. that God will grant us the wisdom that we need in order to govern our nation and to bring it to that place where we are supposed to be. So I would continue to pray for the country that I'm in, that God will bless this country and bless, Donald Trump and his government also, so that there will be fair, there'll be equity and fairness across the board. And I bless Dr. Femi and then also my Godwin Iwajunwa, that we will continue to also use our intelligence to bring pure, authentic, unadulterated news to the world.
Powerful, George. All right, viewers, this is it. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming. Beautiful outing. Yes, we go back and forth with ourselves, but we still remain pals and best friends. So till we come again on Wednesday, have a beautiful week start.
Beautiful.
God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.